Good day, everybody. Hope you're having a great Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. President's Day in America and Family
Happy
Day
President's Day.
and something called Family Day throughout Canada, but not everywhere in Canada. Just certain places. But yeah, welcome to the show. I hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for being here. This is Borderline Banter. Tonight we're going to be talking about um Joseph Biden being pardoned by Abraham Lincoln. Sounds kind of sketchy. Like Biden is old, but who knew? We're also gonna talk about Trump and his new shoes, Nikki Haley and some stuff, and Jimmy Kimmel with what's his name? I can't even think of it right now. I forgot it. The guy who was ousted, from the
George Santos.
Santos. Thank you. That's what I was talking. Yeah, take me there. So it's gonna be very political based tonight. So just give you all warning. But yeah, thank you for being here. As always, moving the mouse around, we have Dustin. Do you see that on the screen? Everybody, look.
Look, yeah, we have a new feature in our stream here. When you do an emote in our chat, it will bounce around on the screen.
Yeah.
There, yeah. Although, how many can we get bouncing at once? How does that work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or does it always? Oh, hey!
Okay.
It's American invasion. You've exceeded the rate limit. All right.
Oh, look at that. So, what hit me that? I put that in just for you.
Oh, if you put multiple on a line, is that better?
Anyway, moving the mouse around, we have Dustin. Dustin, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. It is President's Day, the most important holiday we have here in America.
I did that on purpose, Jace. You know, I did that 100% on purpose.
Yep. Shouldn't every day be Family Day? What's up with that?
Yeah, but like, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, but it's a day off. It's a day paid. We can hang out, do nothing. Stay away from your family is what you usually do. But yeah, as always, if you haven't already, please hit that follow button. We're almost at a goal of 300 too. We're at 206, so not that far away. And then that goal, just a goal for fun, but we want to make it there. And you can check us out at borderlinebanter.com, and you can follow us on socials. Dustin, you want to get started here?
Yeah, sorry about that. I had a crisis, not sponsored. That crisis is averted now. All right, so we're going to jump right in with a Biden story. We like Biden around here. You're riding with Biden.
Okay.
You're going to vote, you said, even though you're Canadian. All right, Fox News brings us this one. President Biden's great-great-grandfather was pardoned by Abraham Lincoln, documents show. Moses J. Robinette was charged with attempted murder in March 1864.
Oh, so my bad. It wasn't Joseph being pardoned. Just Biden.
It's very close. The Joseph and the Robinette are close. The only part that's not is, I guess, Biden must have gotten added on later.
Yeah, we'll find out. So,
or Robinette kind of turned into Biden, and he now has it as a middle name, Joseph Robinette Biden. So yeah, that's kind of crazy, right?
Attempted murder. So he friends with? He must have been friends.
What do you mean?
Like, how do you get off as attempted murder? Like, that must be pretty close to the president. Get pardoned for that.
Oh, well, I mean, sort of. I did a little pre-reading. It's not so much friends with the president as much as it's friends with the army.
Just a note. There's an article to the right there from the Fox. The drug lords hippos. We covered that way before.
Yeah. Fox is way behind, and also their clickbait doesn't seem as good as ours. I mean, I do like it, but that's just because I like hippos. They don't have any cocaine in their clickbait. Oh, look, they switched it because they saw we were talking about it. That's
nope.
That's
you
fine.
Guys. President Biden's great-great-grandfather received a pardon from President Lincoln, according to newly discovered documents in the National Archives. Biden's relative in the incident, Moses J. Robinette, I bad, got into a fight with another Union Army civilian employee. I can't speak at all. So yeah, it was a fight. Well, Cap doing along the Rapa Kanaka. I'm not sure why I'm trying. I apologize.
I'll just lean back.
Yeah, do you know? Here, can you say that one?
Rappahannock River near Beverly Ford, Virginia, as the Civil War raged on March 1864, according to documents reviewed in the National Post. So yeah, he was a civilian employee, but working with the Union Army. So they were at the like army camp or whatever, but they weren't in the army.
Okay.
You know how that happens.
Yes.
And so he was a civilian fighting with another civilian who was at the army camp.
Yeah. And then he
Right.
stabbed the guy. He didn't kill him.
Yep. But the fight left the other man, John J. Alexander, bleeding with knife wounds.
Good day there.
From knife wounds. Oh, hey, Dead Men in Wonder.
So
welcome to the show. We're talking about Biden's great-great-grandfather and Abraham Lincoln because it's this news. It just happened.
The fight left one other.
Okay, it didn't just happen.
John J. Alexander bleeding from knife wounds, and Biden Senior was charged with attempted murder.
And was incarcerated near Florida.
Yeah.
They actually threw him in lockup. There we go. 3 of Robinette's friends were officers in the U.S. Army, and they petitioned Lincoln directly to overturn the sentence.
So yeah, it's people you know people, and
basically this guy. No.
Yeah, you don't know what he looked like.
Yeah, so they argued that his sentence was overly harsh for, quote, defending himself and cutting with a penknife a teamster much his superior in strength and size, all under the impulse of the excitement of the moment.
Yeah, but
okay, I mean, I get it. They're saying he was defending himself, the other guy was bigger, and it was a heat of the moment thing. These are all different arguments.
That would be
all saying like, yeah, you should reduce the penalty, obviously.
Yeah, I try to do that now. Say I was attacked on that. Yeah.
Assuming this is all accurate. Now, of course, I don't know. There's probably witnesses. You know, yeah, it was 1864. So we'll check the horses.
Yeah.
Were you guys spooked? Which one?
But yeah, that's.
Oh, it's that one.
So yeah, so Biden's family was rich and powerful way before.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yep. So the Bidens were getting pardoned all the way back when. They went on to say that Robinette was a true and faithful supporter of the Union and had opposed traitors and their schemes to destroy the government. So Biden's just following in his great-great-grandfather's footsteps, you know, when he's doing everything he's doing. Think of his motherless daughters and sons at home. Your interposition in behalf of the unfortunate father and distressed family of love. This is nonsense. What the fuck is this even saying?
So anyway, I don't know. Let's go down.
This is the guy who did the pardoning.
Wasn't he voted the #1 president?
Yeah, that's the presidential rankings came out today. President's Day. He is he is #1. Yeah. He's #1.
So yeah, he got departed in September 1st, 1864.
Yeah, they did a presidential review of the case, and Lincoln agreed with the request. Pardoned Robinette.
So how much money got paid?
Pardon for unexecuted part of punishment.
Hey,
Lincoln.
Like, hey.
The White House did not immediately respond. You can put that literally every day, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't even have to even try to get a response.
I don't know if there's even anything to respond to, honestly.
And that's how they ended. The White House didn't respond to whether or not Biden's even aware of this history, which is actually kind of interesting history. You'd think this would be one of his campaign trail stories.
Yeah, like
I don't know how you spin it, but you can spin it because it's got self-defense and, you know, a guy's bigger than him. It's like his corn pop story, but it's real.
No. It's real. Okay, well, yeah. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Like, I don't see why this. I don't like Biden, but there's no reason for this. This kind of sketchy, Al. But you can.
Well, who was digging around in the National Archives to find this?
But you you can connect anybody. Honestly, if you look far back enough on anyone's family, you can probably connect it to someone powerful at one point.
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm like, but what does this even serve? Whose side is this serving? The digging this up, like, does this help him? Does this hurt him?
Maybe somebody who's a data entry who's taken all those files and put it online just came across and like, that's interesting. Ooh,
I think it's just interesting. I'm actually sitting here thinking this doesn't hurt him.
No,
doesn't really help him either.
I don't think it does anything. Like, I don't think it does.
But it's interesting, and like I said, he should have spun it on his campaign trail that he's not doing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we would do news about him doing stuff but he's not doing stuff. So our news on Biden
since he
is he's not doing stuff.
Since he became in power, he's only done 88 speeches.
Yeah, which is embarrassingly low. Like
Trump
was like 200 plus.
290.
Obama 300.
Obama was 3 something. Yeah, at this time in their presidential, not overall.
And I'm sure you could go back and look at Bush and Clinton, and it's like, yeah, he's severely under everyone. I don't know, but this is the guy who won in the basement, so
yeah,
I don't know that strategy matters for him. I think he's just betting on luck.
He's on TikTok now. He's got all those 10 Ds. Oh.
And look, he could always just get pardoned, you know?
Yeah.
His great-great-grandfather did.
Hey, that's interesting, though. Some interesting facts you
Yeah.
did not know. Yeah.
I think that's all I got on this particular Biden story.
But the guy didn't die.
See, he's also, with not doing those things.
I wonder who John J. Alexander's great-great-great-grandson is. Like,
yeah, that's a good question. Wonder what his thoughts are on this. And, like, if he was in office somewhere, that'd be pretty dope. Somebody should look into that.
Just because that's cool. That's like someone like
a Republican
or Michelle's.
He stabbed a Republican.
Kamala's. Actually, it can't be Kamala's dad.
No, I don't think that works out. But
I mean, it could
somebody,
be somebody,
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Unless he got killed later. I mean, he got stabbed once. He's probably an asshole.
Yeah, he's I don't been stabbed. So.
Assholes probably died.
Excuse me, it's my bad. Okay. What else do we have?
But yeah, the other thing I was trying to say, with him not doing the interviews and shit, he's denying us the gaffes.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be able to make fun of the dumb shit he's saying, and he's just like denying it.
Yeah, because every time he does say something, dumb. So
right. Like, it's guaranteed content for us, and he's denying it. He's just so all we got is his great-great-grandfather. We'll look for more soon. But hey, we have a substitute old man for everyone tonight. Here we are. CBS News. 83-year-old man.
Yeah.
Accomplice arrested for bank heist in Chicago suburbs. I looked over and saw you were not paying attention. Yeah, 83-year-old man here. Accomplice to a bank heist.
Huh.
Pretty crazy, right?
That's interesting. Yeah, that's not really. Yeah, like gotta get by these days, you know. Hey, that's freaking Joe Biden.
Yeah, and I went ahead and like skipped past the ad so that we could see this video here where they're showing.
Look at that. That's Joe Biden right on the left there. That's totally. Like,
I mean, look at that. He's wearing a skull cap thing, right?
And in the middle, he looks kind of weird too.
How's he gonna be able to carry anything out?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Oh, I didn't have the volume on. I don't know, dude.
Crimes that the FBI became involved in.
Arthur Lorigio is a professor of criminology.
Yeah, I was mostly just looking at the like they show a lot of the evidence they have. These guys were on camera the whole time doing everything, and there's their getaway vehicle.
Is the guy coherent, or is he an elderly man who is not who's very incoherent and just being told to do stuff?
Look, he's done multiple. This is a string of bank heists.
It doesn't mean anything. Like he can be old.
I would say that I know nothing other than he's done successful bank heists. So I would say
is he doing it solo, or is he like forced to?
No, he looks like he's got 2 accomplices, maybe, or at least 1. Wait, what was that? That's a wig. They found the wig.
Weird. Yeah. You get weird.
All right.
So.
All right. So an 83-year-old
ex-convict
anyway, has been arrested and may be connected to 7 bank robberies. 7. Oh, that was 5. In the Chicago area, including at least 1 with an accomplice. According to the FBI, Donald Bennett may have robbed more than half a dozen banks in the suburbs in the last 7 months, according to the criminal complaint. Bennett met his accomplice Edward Bennett, 55, in a federal prison in Michigan 2006. So I guess it is just 1 accomplice. So we've got an 83-year-old dude and a 55-year-old dude.
Sometimes you meet him as mentor, like, you know.
And they've done, and this was in the last 7 months. This isn't like they did it forever ago and they just finally got up to. No.
Maybe they
the last 7 months.
But they probably just got out of jail. They met in a federal prison in 2006.
True.
So how long?
Now, when did they get out, and how soon after? Was this like 7 months ago they got out?
Yeah, like they got out, like got a house together, you know.
Okay, so Bennett is known as the Leaping Bandit. Was released in April 2020 after a 31-year sentence for 5 bank robberies in 1987.
Shit.
Wait, which one was Bennett? Is he the old man?
No, Bennett is accomplished.
Yeah, he is. Right. Edward Bennett is the 55-year-old.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
So Donald Bennett this is the old guy. Yeah. The old guy is the Leaping Bandit. So in 1987, he would have been
I'm 50
Fuck.
something.
37 years younger.
So how old is he? 83. So he would have been 20 something.
Like 44.
I haven't
He'd been like
done that.
44. Yeah. So he'd have been in his youth when he was doing the first 5 bank robberies. He got caught doing them though.
In his youth, I don't.
Well, 83 is not. So
Yeah, like the heck. So
yeah, it was nearly 4 years after his release that they caught up to him. So yeah, he was out for a bit. No, we don't
yeah,
need your
he
video
robbed
there.
banks and like, what a guy, you know. You think he would have given, unless he wants to be in prison. Maybe that's what he wants a lot. He lived there his whole life, you know.
So I think this is him here with the hat, and this is the younger guy with the wig and the beard.
That almost looks like a Canadian hat, a raccoon hat. You know the raccoon hats I'm talking about?
Yeah. He wanted to look like a Canadian, so they would think a Canadian did it.
He's like, oh, there, he's a polite guy.
So yeah, they used a rental car for the getaway, so that's makes it harder
did they
to figure
use
out.
their own name though for the rental car?
That's a good question because most rental cars don't they
doesn't
require?
really help much if you use your own name for a rental car, you know, like, cause you're still clocked to that. So when they go back to the license plate, they'll go to the dealership and they'll be like, oh look, yeah.
So they say the most recent bank robbery happened on February 14th, Chase Bank in Hickory Hills. So that's 5 days ago.
Yeah, so
that's not very long ago.
they
Wednesday
went
or
all
something?
out on blackface covering, fake wig, and fake beards.
And they used a gun to force Teller to hand over nearly $7,000. Later that day, the two were arrested. Okay, that's how they got caught. Was that last one?
Yeah, it's just one too many.
Of course, they don't have any of the details from they did the thing, and then later that day they got them.
But yeah,
I don't know if they probably had something planted on the money. Would be my guess.
Yeah, they usually put a tracking device in there.
A tracker.
They used to
and
put
they
the
were
dye
like,
packs, but those
they're
don't.
from 1987 crimes. They're like, what's that? That's not a thing.
Yeah,
if you were doing the banks in the 80s, they
no
didn't
dye
have
packs. No dye packs. Okay, no dye packs. We swear.
Well, even dye packs.
Yeah.
Dye packs would be okay. It's the tracker that's like.
Yeah, I don't think they use dye packs.
Gotta get you.
But maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, like.
Look, they had wigs and everything. They tried pretty hard.
Huh.
They really wanted to get away with it.
I actually got robbed one time at knife point working at a liquor store.
Look, this is a pretty good.
The guy came in with a knife and he put it to my throat and asked for everything. So I was like, dude, you can have what you want. And
just take the stuff.
It was a little more dangerous that he punched me, he choked me, he kicked me, he put the knife to my throat. But anyway, he took the money, and they're like, before you start something, they're like, don't offer the robber anything else. At that point, I was gonna load his vehicle with booze.
Yeah, I'd be like, "What do you need me to do? I'm not."
You want me to load this pallet in? Back up. I'll load up the whole fucking thing. You know, like.
Yeah, because I'm not about to lose my life over anything.
He got away with it. He got it. I never found out who it was. I had my suspicions, but it was very, very bad trying to think of who it was. Especially later on when you had customers coming in asking about it. You'd be like, huh.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, this is a pretty sick GTA outfit he's got here. I mean, he definitely has his crib outfit on.
No, and nowadays, I can't say it's anything, but gangsters look a certain way. Like, not gangsters, but you can usually tell when someone's up to no good. And when they got a mask up covering their whole face like that, you definitely know that's not because of COVID. It's because they're up to something. You know, like, come on. So. But
I mean, this guy here, or this way of doing it, looks a little more reasonable.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the additional, hat and then, the hat to mask seal going on.
Look like fake eyebrows.
Yeah. Like this, look how the hat and the mask, and then the glasses make basically a full seal. Like, that is just wearing a full face mask. You know? But anyways, old guy busted. Jay's in chat said, damn it, James Randall. He's a guy on No Pixel who plays an old man.
So I wonder how many years he's gonna get.
I don't know. It looks like he did
He'll get life,
7 banks, so for him it'll be the rest of his life at this point, right?
Go back to
It's a very GTA move. Go back to prison. Yeah. Eugene Zuckerberg. Yeah, you got anything else on old man?
I don't. No.
The next story we got is also kind of a GTA moment. At least that's the way I think of this. Oh, CBS brings us this one. CBS News. Car ends up sandwiched between SUVs in Wellesley's shopping plaza crash. So yeah,
some local news.
pretty simple.
Local news.
Pretty
from
simple
West-
story. Local news. Yeah. Wellesley. Wellesley.
Yeah, see,
God, that's got to be annoying
let's
telling
see
people where
this.
you're from. There it is. This is just how you do it. I think we don't need the volume on this one either. It just shows the other angles of it.
But okay, whoa, that even makes more questions.
Hold on. Yeah. Well, let's go back to this angle right here, and you can see
Okay, so
this is all kinds of fucked
was
up.
the red car there first?
Yeah, it looks to me like the red car drove up over this black car.
Yeah, but why would that guy's window be smashed on the other side? It kind of looks like there's even blood and red paint there.
That is weird.
Or red paint. But because what, like, and it looks like there's a tree, so you'd have to, but I don't know. Look, there's no damage on the front of that car either, which... What the heck? There's like no damage.
So that's what happened. Police shared these photos of the scene parking lot. They probably actually have video though of what happened because this is a parking lot and almost all those have like the cameras on them. Yeah, but I don't quite understand. Like we were seeing over here, this part of the windshield. I don't know how it has this damage. Like maybe a tire would have done it, but why is it red if a tire went?
I don't know.
So this just says the Audi driver accidentally stepped on the gas instead of the brake. Wellesley police told WBZ TV they were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Wait, did they go flying out of their car?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're probably, who knows?
No one was inside the SUV when the crash happened. And that's literally it on the story.
Okay.
Just a fun little GTA moment where somebody managed to just put their car in a situation where
that would be pretty hard to even
will
do in a
bust
video
you.
game.
It honestly is kind of hard to do because it would bump the cars and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
Be careful with your fast cars out there, Audi, red Audi. You know what they say about red cars, right?
They cause the most accidents.
Well, I don't know if they do, but they get pulled over the most.
And they actually, and they prepare to cause the most accidents. But
all right. So yeah, be careful in the parking lots out there, everyone. Come on, man. All right, next up.
From the BBC. Powerball. U.S. man sues lottery after being told $340 million win is an A.
Yep.
What?
You got the winning numbers, and then they told him, no, you don't.
Well, to be fair, here on the lottery tickets, they say it's like it's an estimated $70 million. So they say estimate. So what does that mean? Is it $7 or 70 million? I don't know. It's estimated.
Well, how off can your estimate be?
I don't know. I just know that for sure. But anyway,
you're more likely to get struck by lightning than win the Powerball lottery. Just remember that. Anybody out there who wants to play it, you're probably not going to win anything ever.
A Washington D.C. man who thought he won the jackpot worth $340 million has sued Powerball and the D.C. lottery, who claimed they published his numbers by mistake. Well,
what? So his name is John Cheeks. Cheeks. John Cheeks said he felt numb when he first saw Powerball's winning numbers matched his ticket in January 2023. But when Mr. Cheeks presented his ticket to the Office of Lottery and Gaming, OLG, his claim was denied. One of the claims agents told me my ticket was no good, just to throw it in the trash can.
Well,
BBC.
Now again, that's something that comes down to is in the papers and everything. It says these numbers are here. Let me see. Actually, I can pull up an app right now. Not that I get.
Oh, there's like a disclaimer line.
Pretty sure there's a disclaimer line. I'll pick it up.
Yeah. So he kept his ticket, got a lawyer, and he's now suing. And he wants the amount of the jackpot plus the interest he would have earned on it per day. So that's why he's saying $340 million.
This is what it says. In the event of any discrepancy between the information and the official information of this lottery company, the latter shall prevail. Whatever that means. Means whatever. They're gonna just say no. They're gonna win. That's what that means. Anyway, so he's trying to sue. I don't think he's gonna win. Do you?
I don't know. We haven't even read the details.
It doesn't matter. You don't want to get.
Where did they post it? This is like that Pepsi "I want my jet" thing.
Yeah.
What was the verbiage? Where was it posted? Was it a legal offer? That was what everybody was trying to debate about on that one. Was it a real offer? Was it reasonable for him to to believe he had won? Like, okay, so where was it? Where did he see his numbers? Is it on TV?
Yeah. Okay.
Says technical error.
Yeah.
In the court filings, a Tauti employee said that on 6 January 2023, the day Mr. Cheeks bought his ticket, a quality assurance team was running tests on the website. Okay. So I guess he saw it on the website. On that day, a set of test Powerball numbers, which matched Mr. Cheeks' numbers, was posted on the website accidentally. According to court documents, those numbers remained online for 3 days, till 9 January.
Ah. So the numbers only did not match the numbers that were drawn the last lottery draw. So yeah, that's super.
So they had it on their website for 3 days?
Okay. But
I mean, that's embarrassing for your test team.
Yes,
first of all,
100%. But the guy
that shouldn't have been live for any of those days. If you're doing quality assurance, you don't need that to be on your public-facing shit. Like, you could do internal testing. Saying, like, especially if you're doing test numbers. Well, I mean, you would need to. You should put a disclaimer right there by the numbers. These are not real numbers yet.
Did they have
I don't know.
that?
I feel like they're gonna have some
Do they have
liability
that?
here
Does it say
because
that anywhere? If it does.
that's the thing. We'd have to go and figure out what they've got.
Like, is there a screenshot of the numbers?
Like, if this is just Powerball, this is just the normal Powerball.com that's been there for years and years and years, and you would assume what it has is the Bible. Why wouldn't you? If I was gonna get a Powerball and go see if I won, that's where I'm going.
Yes, but
Where are you going?
I still go check out the store.
Well, yeah, and it sounds like he did that, and then the store told him to go piss off.
No, that's super unfortunate, but did he quit his job? Did he jump to conclusions? Did he tell people fuck off? You know, like
Yeah. As usual, Powerball Tauti didn't want to respond to this new site. Nobody ever responds. So Mr. Cheeks is now suing on 8 separate counts, including breach of contract, negligence, infliction of emotional distress, and fraud. So that's the thing. So he's got separate charges.
yeah. So
And I assume all 4 of those for each of the 2 makes it 8. Negligence? They were almost certainly negligent.
Richard Evans said court documents that became the winning numbers match Mr. Cheeks' numbers. He's entitled to the entire jackpot. Otherwise, Ms. Evans said Mr. Cheeks is entitled to damages for the gross neglect. The lottery hosting and God. I'm gonna try. Donald, I can't say. I don't know what that word
Erroneous?
is. Erroneous, thank you.
Lottery numbers?
I don't even know.
Yeah, and that's what I was just saying about the negligence charge. Like, yeah, I feel like they were definitely negligent. If you're not gonna pay them the entire jackpot, you probably gotta do something for the negligence, because leaving it up there for 3 days on your official lottery website.
Yeah, that's it. But did it have a date above it, or did it not have a date too? Because if the numbers were there just with no date above it, then he automatically won't get nothing. Because maybe they just had the numbers and no date.
Do we need to pull up the lottery website to see if they have a date on the numbers? I feel like this is a given, isn't it?
Look at that. Wait. So, right there on my thing it says the last draw is February the 16th. Those were the numbers.
I mean, the very first thing I see is winning numbers, and then right above it, Saturday, February 17th. Yeah.
Then it says down here, 1 second. It says down
of course,
there,
it doesn't like that I'm blocking its content, so.
You can't really read it, but it does say that. So it does give a disclaimer.
Where's the disclaimer?
At the bottom, I don't know. I can't see Powerball. Canada.
All winning tickets must be redeemed in a state/jurisdiction in which they are sold. I mean, look, I'll pull it up. Here. Let's act like we're checking our ticket.
Okay, yeah, Saturday, February 17th. So now if it didn't have a date above it and it just had numbers.
No, this is the website.
Yes.
We're at the
okay,
website.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
It does have the date above
yes,
it.
this one does. But who knows what happened with that when they were doing testing. If it didn't have the date, maybe he just had the numbers there. And he randomly had numbers there and no date.
How would he know he's checking his drawing?
He just sees his number and freaks out.
I mean, numbers alone are never enough because look, I go to previous results to see a bunch of numbers. No, I'm not going to accept your cookies. Each one of these has a date. Like, we could even go back to what was the date of his ticket? Shit.
23 something, January something, 23.
Is there any other way to filter this?
But anyway,
well, that didn't work.
But anyway, it doesn't really matter now because it's not going to show us. It fixed it there. But he has a screenshot that shows the date, and these are the numbers. But if there's no date above it, then he's shit out of luck. Like, yeah,
I think that is almost certainly true, and like kind of ridiculous to even bring up that there might not be a date associated with lottery numbers.
Well, it was a testing. It wasn't even the right numbers. So why they had fake numbers? They might not have had the date up there. That's all I'm saying. Because they were testing numbers because they were doing a new test, right?
Yeah, and everywhere on their site that shows numbers shows a date. So
yes,
was it not showing a date?
Yes, maybe not.
It had to have a date, otherwise how do you check your ticket?
But yeah, that's the thing. But they were testing it, so maybe there's no date, or maybe they had the different date, or it's like the date.
Okay, so we just looked at the website. Do we know if they're testing it right now? Are these numbers right here real right now? I don't know because they could be testing it, and there is a date with it. Are they testing the date? This is literally what the guy experienced. He came to their website, saw the winning numbers, and he's like, I won.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't just buy that story. This is what the website looks like. This is the website.
We're here to discuss stories, not just buy the stories, right?
But like this is what the website looks like. And your contention is what if there's not a date with numbers, but like everything they have here has numbers.
But things have changed. It's been 3 years. You know, like
even if I went to check your numbers.
That app I just showed you updates once a month. So is it just 3? You picked 3 a few times. I don't think you can do that.
I don't gamble. I don't gamble.
Okay, watch. It was like last week's draw.
Last 30 days. See, it makes you pick a date to go with it, even on this part.
What?
Has this ever won? Holy shit!
You would have won $4.
Dang, because I picked the 1.
Okay, but anyway, we don't want self gambling. But yeah, you gotta ask the questions. You can't just be like, okay, here's the money. Just because I've misread tickets before, you know, like.
I don't. He didn't misread it.
We don't know
the numbers
that.
matched.
The numbers match, but if it said, if the date was test, which we don't know if it was or not, we're assuming it didn't say that. We're assuming it said the date it was, but we can't prove that. And it's a lot.
I mean, he's taking this to court. No lawyer's taking it to court without evidence of at least that.
Yeah, well,
like
I'm gonna ask those questions, okay? Just because you don't.
Not asking. But you don't have to not like my answer to the question, which is that it's a ridiculous question.
We'll find out. We'll find out next week.
Of course they have that, and of course a date went with it. You wouldn't start proceeding.
We'll talk about this on Friday. We'll talk about this on Friday, okay? That's when the case is scheduled.
23rd, is that Friday?
Yeah.
Hopefully they actually run an article on Friday.
Yeah.
Because like they're doing that, but like we also need an article to remind us. Otherwise we're gonna forget.
Yeah.
And somebody else has got to write about it. They're going to tell us the odds of you winning are 290 million. Some crazy number. If he wins, he plans to open a home trust bank. What the hell that is, meant to assist aspiring homeowners.
No, run away. Ah!
He's going to become a landlord.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, not exactly a great use of the money.
Okay.
I wonder how he's going to argue the infliction of emotional stress.
He quit his job because he just thought, other than fine, he caught his job and told him to fuck off, and he caught all the people he hated in his life, and like blah blah. And then he's like, oh shit, I didn't win. I need my job. Okay. Well, I think we can move on to some other stuff.
Yeah, I was just kind of skimming back through here. Yeah, I wish they would have put a
Screenshot of the numbers.
screenshot of it, because like that's
Because
gonna
that
come
guy
up.
just said I won, I'd be screenshotting the shit out of that right away, you know?
Well, not only that, but it's not gone, because everything on the internet you can always go back and find. Nothing is ever gone. So even if they think they got rid of it, you can go back and see if they did and have it out there. If you had wrong numbers, there's no difference between you having wrong numbers and what you're calling right numbers. You've made a contract with people that if they match numbers, you pay them. And so the numbers you posted, if they match, you pay them, in my opinion. So once I saw that it was posted on their website for 3 days, I assume he gets paid.
Now, question, wait, just a question here. If there's written in the newspaper and the numbers were wrong, who's liable?
What do you mean liable? I mean,
Well,
they're going to pay out the winnings.
Yeah, no, the newspaper puts the wrong numbers in the paper. Some guy.
Look, the lottery company can sue the newspaper if they want,
Oh,
but their lottery company's going to pay out the winnings.
yeah, I think people have done that here in Canada. It didn't work. Maybe in the States it's different.
I mean, the lawsuit there should be between the lottery company and the newspaper company. It shouldn't be about the winner. You printed numbers. What's the difference between those numbers and the other numbers you would have printed?
From CNN.
What's
business.
the difference between this winner and the other winner?
Yeah.
Like, it should be no different for you.
But the thing is, it's newspaper. Someone at the newspaper screwed up. So the newspaper.
Right, but like they screwed up, and so somebody who should have gotten paid didn't,
Yeah.
and somebody who should now will.
No.
So who does it care? -1 + 1 is 0, right?
But again,
Why does it matter?
But again, when the paper says, again,
You
that's
go
why
with the numbers you printed, is my
But
opinion.
again, yeah, but that doesn't.
You don't say, "Oh no, those aren't the real ones. We actually secretly have real ones," because I'm not going to trust your second set of numbers.
But that's the
Who's
thing,
gonna,
though. Like the
who's
newspaper
gonna
has
trust
nothing.
that?
The newspaper just gets its information, so they get a phone call.
Imagine you're the guy who
number.
matched the first
Yeah.
set, and then they tell you, no. Here's a second set, and you don't match those.
Well, that's why you don't go. That's
You're
why.
gonna be pissed. And then the guy who's like actually matched the second time might feel bad. He's like, "Oh, I mean, I didn't actually win. You had to pull it twice for me to win."
But you didn't. I'm
Come
not
on.
saying pulling
But
it twice.
still pay me.
The numbers are the numbers. The lottery draws the numbers. The numbers are drawn already. The run.
I mean, a random set of numbers and then another random set of numbers. I don't care how you got them.
Have you ever dialed the wrong phone number?
I haven't.
Never once in your life.
No.
Okay. Maybe because you don't call people. Because you don't call people.
I know.
Yeah.
Also, you just click the name. Like,
We didn't click names back in the day. Remember back when we were kids? We didn't have buttons to click.
I didn't call somebody as a kid.
Oh
Why are these kids calling kids now? Like,
you never called anybody as a kid? You never called your friend to see if they're home before you went there?
No.
Hey, I'm on my way.
I would waste. I
bag.
wasted the trip. Isn't that what everybody did?
No, I called.
We wasted a lot of trips growing up without cell
I
phone.
used my rotary phone, and I was like, click. Anyway, from CNN.
My friend was also a block away, so.
From CNN Business, former rep George Santos sues late night host Jimmy Kimmel for allegedly deceiving him into creating Cameo videos.
Cameo. You ever heard of Cameo?
No, I haven't.
Well, that was a trick question because we've covered George Santos's Cameo videos on Borderline Banter. Yes, we have.
I guess
Cameo. It's a place where you could get like celebrities that are basically gone to make a video for you.
Yes, my bad. Yeah, okay. I just forgot the name of that.
And George Santos became a celebrity. Here he is. You know? So I don't understand. Like, Jimmy Kimmel hired him to do stuff.
Yeah.
How is that deceiving him?
We'll see.
Isn't that kind of like the whole... That's what Cameo is, isn't it? I pay you to make a dumb video? All right. Former rep George Santos sued late-night host Jimmy Kimmel for deceiving him into creating Cameo videos and then improperly broadcasting them on his show, according to court documents. Defendants openly admitted to deceiving the plaintiff under the guise of fandom, soliciting personalized videos only to then broadcast these on national television and across social media channels for commercial gain. Actions that starkly violate the original agreement and constitute clear copyright infringement.
There it is, right there.
That might be true.
That's
You
literally
airing
just-
them on your TV show
Yeah.
might be a problem.
So
Might be.
yeah, I can see why he isn't.
I'd have to look at the Cameo's deal. Like I bet you don't get express like unlimited rights to it.
Yeah.
There's probably limited use rights or something.
Yeah, you can use it, but you can't. Like, who knows? I don't know much about it, so I can't say anything more. But if there's terms and conditions on everything, something like that for celebrities would probably be pretty big.
So it'd be really cool if Kimmel or ABC or Disney had some comments, but nope, none of them do. So
Yeah.
reached out. No comments.
Yeah. So why would?
Because
they-
why help the story out and like let us know what's up?
Very
Nope, no
guilty.
comments from anyone.
You only hear comments when they're innocent. That's
So
not
in
true.
December, Santos created 14 Cameo videos after Kimmel requested them using fake names and profiles, according to the lawsuit. Defendant Kimmel misrepresented himself and his motives to induce plaintiff to create personalized videos for the sole purpose of capitalizing on and ridiculing plaintiff's gregarious personality. Kimmel not only boasted about intentionally deceiving plaintiff, but played on the comedic irony of possibly getting sued by plaintiff for fraud, claiming that it would be a dream come true.
Yeah, well, there it is.
I guess this is according to his lawyers. Yeah.
And I
So the licensing agreement for Cameo videos does not permit broadcasting the videos on national television, the lawsuit said. However, Kimmel's team aired some of them on his show and later published them on social media. Lawsuit.
okay.
So yeah, they're saying that that's not in the agreement. You can't do it on TV broadcast, I guess.
Yeah, which that
Maybe.
he's
Santos
at
is
least-
requesting a jury trial. Ooh.
I can just pay him the
Expensive.
$150,000. Fuck off, you know.
Or $150,000. He just wants 100. That's all he wants.
Yeah, just give him his $150K. Come on, yeah. So,
But he also wants other unspecified damage.
But no, that is I
Lawyer
agree with him
costs.
on this.
He
I
wants
agree
lawyer.
with him on that's broken the rules. So
He also is
Whoa.
requesting injunctions to stop the defendants from infringing on his copyrights. So he doesn't want to see himself on Kimmel anymore. This should be fun, because I assume Kimmel's going to fight this just for funsies. It's such a small amount. Why wouldn't he?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Kimmel's kind of a dick, too. Allegedly. Wait, did you do that right?
Okay.
Hey, now. You're an emote.
But yeah, so well, I'm sure there'll be follow up on that. Good. That's
Yeah.
good. But yeah, hey, I get you guys doing that.
Look, and I thought this was the whole point of Santos being on there was like the people would do this and then they would pay him money for it. Like,
Yeah.
what
but
did he
for
think he was
personally,
going to
yeah.
do cameos of?
But national television, even though it nowhere near as many views as it used to be, it's a different.
Like but the dude is just a meme. Did he expect people not to pay to make him a meme?
know what?
Because that's all Jimmy did.
I'm sure. Maybe he doesn't even care. He's just like, no, I could probably get 150K out of these guys. Let's do it.
150K, and I could get more advertisement for my Cameo site, cameo.com/ George Santos. I had to scroll up. I forgot his
Yeah.
fucking name. That's, got to keep yourself relevant. I think that could be.
Well,
That's all I got on Santos. I mean, we'll hear more about it, I'm sure.
off to my favorite.
Let's move on to
Right, no, not my favorite.
different political. This is your favorite. AP News brings this one. Nikki Haley is sharpening contrast with Donald Trump in the South Carolina primaries closing days.
So I believe
Just
that.
a reminder to everyone, she's still out there.
Yeah,
Still doing
I
it.
believe the primary is actually on Saturday night, which is kind of weird. Saturday, it's kind of weird. I'll probably be tweeting throughout the day because you hear, but here she is signing some signs. Like
Yeah.
hey, here, Nikki Haley. That's what.
Yeah. Look, and just don't pan the camera to see the tank. There's a tank.
This is
Everybody see the tank in the background?
I pick Nikki.
Pick Nikki.
I
That's
think
her-
she's at a
her thing.
museum. That's why there's tanks there. That's
Yeah.
here she goes on a little bit of speech. Hi, you can listen to.
Carolina,
Ah.
He's pretty annoying.
make sure you go tell everybody you know that they need to vote in this primary. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised at how many of your family and friends
I don't
just
disagree with
vote
this
in
point.
general elections.
Many people
In
in
a
America
general
don't vote in
election,
primaries.
We're
You're
given a
correct.
choice. In a primary, we make our choice.
I still trying to figure because I heard this already. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm pretty sure she plagiarized that.
That line.
Yeah, there's no way she came up with that. Like, I'm sorry.
Or she changed a couple words and.
Yeah, but there's no way. There's no way. Sorry, Nikki. Not that I don't think you're smart. You're not. But yeah, there's no way.
And in her case, I think more people turning out probably better, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. So yeah, she is still out there, still running. Nikki Haley is using the closing days of her South Carolina Republican primary matchup with Donald Trump to hone her argument that she is the lone remaining candidate who can unite Americans, despite the former president's electoral wins thus far and his popularity in her home state. So wait, South Carolina, that's her home state then,
yes,
right?
that's where she was governor.
If she loses this one, does she wrap it up there? Do we have any predictions?
Well, no, she's not. She's going to go into Super Tuesday, because why wouldn't she? Because Super Tuesday is only a week after that.
True. I mean, the reason would be
if
embarrassment.
If she loses, there's no way. Like, Super Tuesday is in a lot of states. I was looking this up. But if she loses South Carolina, I do not see her having a chance to win. I don't
either.
If she wins,
if you can't win your state, you can't.
I don't see her winning
somebody
anyway.
else.
But I don't. She's gonna win.
Like step one is always your own state.
So
you should. I mean, that should be a given. Otherwise,
then on Tuesday night, once she steps down, she's gonna endorse Trump. Because yeah. So does this go into anything?
No, a whole lot, but I guess this part here. Part of Haley's argument is her continued showcase of her foreign policy know-how, having served as Trump's United Nations ambassador for nearly 2 years. As more and more of her campaign appearances feature areas in which she says she would have acted differently than her former boss. So she thinks that she can distinguish herself from Trump based on foreign policy. I think most of the people that like Trump think he did really good at foreign policy. So how is she going to outflank him on this?
Yeah.
You can't really outflank him when everybody in the party already thinks he did great on it. Now, that's not my opinion of what I think his foreign policy was ass. But I'm not voting in the Republican primaries, so.
And now this is going to go into what Trump said a few days ago, just because they got.
Well, this is actually from Haley first, but it does go into that NATO comment that Trump made. We didn't do that one, did we?
We briefly did. We thought it was silly, so we moved on pretty.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was really quick. He just said he wouldn't if the NATO allies don't pay their dues or whatever, their minimums, then he wouldn't actually follow through on the treaty. So anyways, Haley said, I will absolutely put the hammer on our NATO countries that they do have to carry their weight, but you do that behind closed doors. Oh, so she's saying I do the same thing. I just wouldn't say it out loud.
As she says it out loud.
For some people, that's an important distinction. Trump saying it out loud, some people are like, yeah, I like that he says it out loud. And other people would prefer a president not say a lot of the things out loud.
Yeah.
It's kind of what we're used to is not.
Like, got hairy legs.
There's so much stuff like, even stuff like that. It's like, why am I hearing this? Act presidential, I guess. I would tell everyone involved. I mean, you used to. I think Bill Clinton really busted it open when he busted it open.
Oh. But yeah.
But yeah, and so I'm not sure this article really goes much more, but we do have another Nikki Haley article.
Nikki Haley. I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit more. But
oh, the next article is Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
And we actually have an article about Trump next too, so don't worry, we're not done with this topic at all. Fox News brings us this part of it though. Haley says she would. Oh, go ahead.
Haley says she would pardon Trump if convicted. Time to move forward. Trump was recently barred from opening his business in New York and fined more than $350. We did.
Yeah, and that was the last Trump story we did, the 350 settlement, and it affected the businesses too, as well as the other 2 or 3 people who ended up digging in.
Yeah,
Trump, Eric, and Jr. and all those. But yeah, Haley says she would pardon them all just so that we can move on, which is kind of the expected thing to do. That's kind of how America operates.
Once Trump gets assassinated here before Super Tuesday,
wait, who gets assassinated? Trump?
Well, you know, it's like, I'm joking. But am I joking? I don't know.
Well, you have to say
Oh,
that,
yeah,
or
I'm
it
joking.
wasn't a joke.
It
Okay,
wasn't a
that's
joke.
fine.
It's like they anyway.
They.
That way she can be like, hey guys, I said I was gonna pardon him, but now I'm your only hope.
True. That would be a slam dunk.
Yeah. Hope that doesn't happen.
So yeah, here's her actual quote. I would pardon Donald Trump because I think it's important for the country to move on. We've got to leave the negativity behind. What the most interesting part of this whole thing is what was the
But see, that's when it's a written quote. You don't know exactly what it means, right?
I mean, I assume there was a brief pause. The question is how brief? ... space just leaves a lot to the imagination.
So yeah, that's one person that would pardon him. RFK said he would pardon him. So like Trump's gonna pardon himself. So the only person
has Biden said he would pardon him.
Biden's not
gonna... Right. Okay. So
yeah, but Newsom might, or Michelle Obama might. See what happens there when Biden says he's no longer gonna run. Skip it there.
I mean, I don't think any of these cases are gonna get far enough along to matter.
It's not. Nothing's gonna happen.
Like, I think he'll either pardon himself or all the things go away as soon as Biden's elected again. You know how things magically disappear?
Yeah. Exactly.
After the election, it's like, oh yeah, we're not. None of that's actually happening.
Hey, never mind. Just
Lock
kidding.
who up? What? What? I didn't say I was locking people. Haley stated she no longer wished for division in the country, and it would not be, quote, in the best interest for America to have an 80-year-old president sitting in jail and having everyone upset about it. I think this would be the time that we would need to move forward and get this out of the way.
Trump wouldn't be sitting in jail anyway. She knows that as well as everybody else.
Yeah, I think that's just not even a very good jab, because I don't believe he's going to jail at all.
Okay.
I look at where we started. There were 14 candidates in the race. We've defeated a dozen fellas. I just have one more fellow to catch up to. And through it all, there have been naysayers. That's okay. I'm used to being an underdog.
Or what? Sorry? Oh wait, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, but yeah, that's Haley for you. I'm like,
Haley
honestly, good
stated
on her.
that Trump had a temper tantrum after New Hampshire. Is that true?
I don't. I highly doubt that. No, good on her though. I'll give her kudos for staying in it. She's gone pretty far. She's doing.
Well, yeah, and 43% of New Hampshire is pretty big.
Yeah. I'm like, she might do pretty good in New Hampshire. You never know. I don't think so, unless a whole bunch of. I don't know. Do you have to be a Republican to vote in New Hampshire? No, is it New Hampshire? No, what's your state again? South Carolina, right?
Is this? It's like an ad here. Will
Justin,
Donald Trump stand trial?
What state is next? Is it South Carolina?
I don't. I assume it's next because that's what this article said. Let's see. Which primary state is next? Oh, wait.
I'm just looking up right now. I can't figure it out because I know there's some states that you don't have to actually be on the Republican Party to vote in the primary. But
okay, so South Carolina is presidential primary or caucus February 3rd for Democrats, February 24th for Republicans.
Yeah.
So we've already done the Democrat one there.
But Joe Biden won. Unopposed.
No. Why can't I sort this list though? February 6th was Nevada. February 27th is Michigan. January 15th was Iowa.
So, Super Tuesdays are Alabama, Arkansas, Alaska, California, Colorado, Iowa, Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, and Virginia. So it's going to be a pretty busy night.
Yeah, March 5th.
Yeah.
That's the big one. That's where the vast majority of them are
Yeah.
going to be done, and kind of a big date to stay in through if you really want to know if you had a chance.
I don't know.
Obviously, there's still a bunch after that.
I might go live. It's a Tuesday night, but I might actually go live to watch the results.
Montana, Nebraska, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York.
Like
these places matter, right?
And you can join the conversation.
Yeah, believe it or not, Super Tuesday, you won't even know what New York thinks.
Why? Because they're not on?
Not till April. Super Tuesday's in March.
Yeah, but Super Tuesday...
There's some of these that go all the way to like June and July and shit.
Yeah, but Super Tuesday makes the results. It's over Super Tuesday, so...
I mean, not heck.
Well, it's not, but you have the results. You know who wins by...
Only if the margin is enough. If it's close, you have to get more states.
But we'll see. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Arizona is March 19th. That's a lot of times that's an important one to really end it.
Speaking of ending
Connecticut and Delaware, April 2nd.
Do you want to go to the last story?
No, I love this story too much to move on. Will Donald Trump stand trial for attempting to reverse his loss in the 2020 election? We could vote right here. I guess I don't. This is clickbait as fuck.
It's definitely clickbait. So, yeah. So,
Haley's town hall comes ahead of the February 24th South Carolina primary. So yeah. Are we doing any debates? No debates.
I mean, debates. So yeah, there's no debates.
Haley and Trump debates. Nothing on that. Trump and Biden debates. Doing those? No. We're not gonna do any debates. I predict. By the time we're gonna do our votes and have debated no one ever anywhere. The only debate that will have happened is DeSantis and Haley. That's American politics. Yeah. The only debate was DeSantis and Haley, who won't be on the ticket.
Yeah. Maybe Trump and Biden will do it.
I wish that wasn't like just true. It just is true. So let's find something to laugh about, I guess, for our last story here.
From CBS, Trump hawks $3.99 branded shoes.
The way you said that.
What?
Trump hawks.
Sneaker God, the day after a $355 million ruling against him. They just had to bring up that ruling in every story, right?
Well, yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, just why not, right?
Yeah.
So hawk. So they're saying that, and like the way that's like, they're not worth $399, right?
What do you mean?
Like, if you've heard that term, hawking, where you. Oh, let's look up. This is our definition segment of the side. Define hawking. Hunt game with a trained hawk. That's not it. Hunt on the wing for food. That's not it.
Yeah, so
what does hawking mean in slang? To hawk is to sell or attempt to sell something, especially to do so in a loud or an intrusive manner. To hawk is to pawn. So there is some relationship between the words, but they do not mean the same thing. Vendors hawk their products, for example.
Well, he made a big display by going to street.
So yeah, he's selling or attempting to sell his shoes in a loud and intrusive manner.
Richard Mert, he sold every single shoe.
So there we go.
Spoiler.
That's our dictionary section. We learned hawk.
Spoiler.
It's not necessarily negative. It's just accurate to what happened.
Yeah.
Because Trump is famous for being loud and whatever that other word was.
Let's see what this said.
Yeah. I actually did do the ad on this as well, so we're actually looking at sneaker companies.
Former President Donald Trump also showed up announcing his own line of gold high tops called the Never Surrender High Top Sneaker.
Never Surrender High Top Sneaker. Well, how's that for a name? Like, you got Air Jordans, like, and people just call them Jordans. What is the shorthand name for this going to be?
Surrender.
There's no surrenders. No, there are no surrenders. It'll be hilarious if people call them no surrenders. I actually think that could happen.
INSs, you know?
They'll set you back about $399. We spoke with convention goers about his visit.
What's the most important thing to go?
What is the most important thing?
Well, that's really an open-ended question. Okay.
Out and vote, right? We have to go out and vote.
I can't believe you didn't know that answer. It's voting season. This is America. The only thing that matters is vote or die.
But yeah, so he sold a whole bunch of shoes. I think he had like 10,000 pairs. He signed some of them. Yeah, that's...
I'm like in shock that he's here, and I love him so much because he just speaks his mind.
I don't think he has one pair of shoes in his house. But that's my personal opinion, so I don't know.
I think to have Donald Trump, someone who's so diverse and so different here, is something good and bad. It brings a crowd and an eye and an ear who wouldn't normally be here in this crowd.
Some of the shoes for sale at these conventions can go for around $20,000.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I have a
CBS News Philadelphia.
That's a pair of Jordans that I wear that, you know, they're way more than I should be wearing them, but for the record, I didn't pay that much. I got a great in my business. But yeah, so Trump was.
I guess this was a sneaker con.
Yeah. Now I've heard many conflicts on this, but saying Trump was met with loud boos as well as cheers at the Philadelphia Convention Center as he introduced what he called the first official Trump footwear. I heard that there wasn't any boos. They're saying that people were saying "Let's go Biden," but they were saying "Let's go Brandon, let's go Brandon." But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about the reaction from the crowd, but I would assume boos and cheers.
Yeah, but yes. Anyways, so
but that comes from years and years of being a wrestling fan. There's no reason for him to get just cheers. That doesn't make any sense.
Also, sells Trump brand Victory 47 cologne and perfume for $99 a bottle. He'd be the 47th president elected again.
Oh, okay, that's why he's going for it. I was like, what's this is the 47?
Yeah, 47. So that's
Victory 47.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw the bottle of cologne and I kind of want to just get it just because it's got.
So here's the shoe. This looks like shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
But people are gonna buy it
this
just because
looks
it's
dumb.
Trump. Yeah.
It looks dumb. Like, is that gold on top of the blue with part of it there? Like,
I don't know. I'm at the
this design doesn't even really
shoes.
work.
I used to sell shoes, not knowing much about them, but people will buy shoes for anything, just because they're rare, they look different, or pretty insane to tell you.
Yeah. The website says it has no connection to Trump's campaign, though Trump campaign officials promoted the appearance in online posts. I mean, you're either doing campaign donations or you're not. Are they trying to like skirt the lines again here? And of course, we already did the story about Trump, so we don't have that.
Yeah. But yeah.
And we also did the story on the $83 million he's going to pay to Gene Carroll. Holy total like $430 million.
Sorry, yo, big ass spider.
Oh yeah. I see the reaction is a little delayed. You have a cup.
I'm gonna have to kill this
but
guy.
see, I'm saying the delay. So if you die,
guys,
I get to
I'm sorry. I don't like spider. And he's right there. I can't get him. I'm sorry, everybody. That was way too much for me. He was a fucking big ass bastard too, and he got away. Kill it, bro. Sorry, guys. Bye. A little okay.
Wait.
Come here, bro.
As he spoke, the smell of weed occasionally wafted through the room. People were getting stoned at weed at SneakerCon.
Yeah. So.
Trump's appearance was met with a clashing of boos from his detractors and chants of USA from his supporters. The dueling chants made it difficult at times to hear Trump speak. Some held signs that read, "Sneakerheads love Trump." There's a lot of emotion in this room, Trump said with a reaction after holding up and showing a pair of his gold shoes. "This is something that I've been talking about for 12 years, 13 years.
Yeah, he finally got it.
What? 13 years he's been trying to make shoes, I guess.
Already. Bro, will you go kill that spider for me, please? Anyway, thank you. I think I don't have anything else on this.
This isn't the first time he's done something like this. He made trading cards.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Made himself an astronaut and a cowboy and a superhero. Pretty cool.
But yeah, I don't have to have too much more on this.
No, they just look awful.
Well,
The Never Surrender sneakers are your rally cry in shoe form. Lace up and step out, ready to conquer. The description reads.
Some people like them, some people don't. No.
The red bottoms were a really nice touch, according to one of the people who went there to go get it. drove from Monroe County in the northeastern part of the state all the way to get there.
Okay. But
I
yeah,
think that's all we got on this.
thank you for everyone watching.
Somehow they have more.
Yeah. Yeah, of course they do. I appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button. Yes, that sounds one more thing to say.
No, just they mentioned Air Force One's kind of weird.
But yeah, if you haven't already, please hit that follow button. We're trying to get to our goal of 300. We are at 206.
You
right now.
really need to update the website. Elon Musk is going to sue us because you're
No,
still
that's- yeah, we
not
gotta
saying
figure it out.
X.
And if you want, please give us a follow on all our socials. You can find us up YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and X. Go to our website, you can find it all there. Also, if you want to be on the show, it's on the website as well. Just drop us a line. Shoot us a message, your name, your information, and all that. If you want to be on the show, like we'd like to have different opinions, different conversations. Not all about news either. You want to talk about something? It's a line. And this week, actually, I want to take it very serious. This is something I always take serious. And unfortunately, I lost a friend on Friday to an unfortunate event. And it's okay not to be okay. The number's 988. It is a very, very important to you people realize that there's people out there to help no matter what. You might not think so. You might think you're down in luck. Yeah, I don't have too much more to say. I'm not gonna. It was a bad weekend. Some stuff. Yeah, it is what it is. Hate to say that, but people care. People do care. Call out the number. Reach out for help. Dustin, do you have anything to say before you head out?
Just thanks everyone for being here watching the show tonight and playing along and chat with us. Anybody watching later on the YouTubes, leave us some comments. We always enjoy that as well.
Okay.
That's all I got. Thanks.
Well, I'm gonna send you off to somebody. I think. There's this guy. I don't know. Derryville Dave. He's playing GTA. He only has one viewer. Give him some love, everybody. Stay safe. See you on Wednesday. If you can, clip that spider clip because it was probably pretty funny. Enjoy.
Bro, get him.